This video is for anyone who doesn't understand TikTok, isn't on TikTok, and doesn't understand what the hype is about. See, lately, in the last month, I've been closely studying TikTok, and it has changed so much. TikTok 2 weeks ago was not what TikTok was 2 months ago. So much happens on there since you can post so quickly, since many people have a daily rhythm of at least 3 TikToks that they publish a day. And so, I've been following this social media app closely, and first off, the amount of traffic on there is insane. I'm seeing TikToks every day that just get posted by these big influencers, get 200,000, 1 million, 2 million likes. It's just insane amount of volume. And at this point, it's starting to get saturated. So Gary Vaynerchuk, about a year ago, he's been telling people to get on TikTok while the supply and demand is in your favor as an influencer. Now we have a situation where basically most of the influencers that I really followed on Instagram have moved over to TikTok. Some of them with incredible success. I'm talking like Michael Eckert, for example. He's this like pull-up fitness guy I follow. He has like 1 million followers on TikTok already, whereas he's been posting on Instagram for years, and he only got 200,000 followers or so on Instagram. So you can already see the level of difference, and it's starting to get saturated. So I wouldn't say it's easy anymore. I've been going really hard on TikTok, posting 3-4 times a day for the last month or two, and I'm still only at 256 followers, which is still an improvement from about the 100 or so followers I had before. But as you can tell, the competition's got higher. Another thing you'll notice is the quality of content has risen. The bar has just been upped 2 or 3 times. I was on there a few months ago, and the average piece of content I saw that was recommended to me on the For You page was kind of crappy, to be honest. It took a while to scroll through to get to gold. Nowadays, if you're on there, like, most of the content is so on point. Like, they're investing hours, days to make a 15-second, 16-minute video sometimes. And the people on there are so clever, so funny. It's just natural. It's supply and demand. There's more supply of good content and more competition, and the barrier to entry is low. So of course the quality has gotten much higher. If you're just a fan of entertaining, informative content, that could be a good place to go. Next, I think the big thing that needs to be addressed, and maybe most important, is the fact that it is no longer a kids app. Just like Gary Vaynerchuk said, he said, you might think that it's only for kids, but just like Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube, the audience will grow, and it has. There's almost every age range of influencer on here, and almost all of the major niches and topics that you can cover: personal finance, fitness, music, drawing, arts, investing, business tips, dating tips. I have seen influencers on there, some with sizable followings, and you don't need millions to really make an impact. There's this one personal finance guy who gets a huge amount of engagement based off his 35,000 followers that he has on TikTok, and he's posting every day about financing tips, or how to evaluate a Tesla as a stock, stuff like that. And people are engaging, they're commenting, and it's incredible. But it's not just entertainment or education on there now either. There is a lot of politics talk. I'm actually very, very surprised about this, and it's surprising because you have a lot of young kids, teenagers, high schoolers, Charlie D'Amelio with 50 million followers, coming out and making an entire political TikTok because of the unrest caused by the Black Lives Matter movement, based on the latest death that just happened a few days ago. And that has just really ripped the world apart. Everyone's posting about it. Everyone's making these TikTok trends about it, reacting to others about it, making compilations of the riots that have been taking place in Minnesota. And that is a huge movement. A lot of these TikToks are getting millions upon millions of views. hundreds of thousands of comments, and there's so much content on it, a lot of unrest, a lot of very thought-provoking opinion and discussion that I think is raising the consciousness of the average young kid more so than they were a few generations ago. I mean, you have these young kids, young adults talking very maturely about these topics. Of course, not everyone's that mature about it, but there's many are. Like I saw this TikTok just this morning. This guy had 500,000 likes. And he only had like 30,000 followers, but his TikTok blew up, and that happens quite often on here. And he was talking about this movement and having a discussion about it, and how the riots are not necessarily helping because, you know, if you loot and destroy a Foot Locker and a Wendy's, is that something that's actually going to impact the situation when the people at fault have already been fired, and the governor of the state and the police force who are on your side have admitted that this was the wrong thing to do, and the people involved are fired, and yet they're rioting Foot Locker and stuff. And that's I'm basically summarizing the discussion this man had. This young man, he seemed to be in high school, this young black man, and I'm not trying to get my own opinions in there or put in my politics, but it is incredibly interesting to see all these dynamics take place on TikTok, and it's very fascinating. I don't think it's, you know, people think social media is always a bad thing, and in this case, it's not. You know, there's some good that can come out of this. And so there's songs, there's remixes being made for this trend and this movement on TikTok, and certain little like reaction loops where reaction chains where you can keep reacting to other people and forming a chain. And they basically mixed "This Is America" by I forgot who it was by that rapper with Post Malone's "Congratulations." I think it was Childish Gambino, but they made a whole remix, and that took off with the movement. But it is so diverse on TikTok right now. It's not just politics either. There's older people who are really killing it on TikTok. There's this guy on TikTok. He has 2 million followers, and I made a TikTok about him because I was so impressed by him. His name's Grandpa Joe, and he has 2 million followers, and he's doing all these young TikTok dances. And he's definitely up there in age, at least 60 years old, and he does it with his daughter, who has her own TikTok account, and they're killing it. And he left a comment on my TikTok just appreciating me, and you can tell he really understands the platform. He's doing the dances, he's following the trends, he's posting the captions like you should on using the TikTok style. And you know, there's just so many different types of people. Almost any topic, major topic that you want to discuss, whether it's real estate, whether it's arts and craft in nature, just search a hashtag, search a sound. If there's a certain musician you follow, search that sound. You'll find them on TikTok. And celebrities have been flooding in on here. I mean, almost anyone you can think of: Howie Mandel, Jennifer Lopez, Jessica Alba. Jason Derulo and Jessica Alba are definitely killing it on TikTok, especially Jason Derulo. He really understands the platform, and that's why he has 32 million followers on there. He's posting multiple times a day. He's hopping on all these trends. He even made a song, Savage Love, based on a TikTok sound that went viral. And that's a story for another day, because now some people are getting mad because he didn't give credit or pay the sound creator he sampled. But he's killing it on there. He really understands the platform. He's making all these jokes. Jennifer Lopez, Jessica Alba both have like tens of millions of followers. Will Smith's on there. Kevin Hart's on there. Gary Vee is killing it on there. Of course, he has millions. So like, it's no longer this new thing. Is it too late? Maybe. It might be a little too late, but you can, you know, regardless of the platform, you can still make it on there if you have epic content. I mean, I see people who have very little, you know, following initially blow up in a matter of weeks on there to get hundreds of thousands. But you really need that epic content and that talent. So I'm very excited about the platform. Of course, there's good and bad that comes with social media. You don't want to get addicted. You don't want to compare your life to some of these, you know, travel TikTokers, because they do it really well too. posting like top 10 destinations and all the places they've been. So there's good and bad to the platform, but I'm just very excited about it. It really has taken off, and it may just be like the new dominant platform. And I'm seeing lots of ads come out now on there, mostly by big brands who are doing big sponsorships, or big musicians like Dua Lipa who understand that this is the new place to advertise, and they're promoting their songs on there. But it's very fascinating, and I think, you know, for every one thing that Gary recommends and other marketers, like 4 of them don't really hit. Like a lot of these other marketers, Amy Porterfield and stuff, they were recommending Facebook Messenger bots and Periscope, and then Milk, and then Meerkat, and Google Plus. You know, Amy Landino was recommending me Google Plus when it was hot, and I would hop on these things immediately, and they would usually just die out, and they keep insisting, no, this is the new hot thing. But for once, something actually hit, and that is TikTok. This is going to be big. It is big, and who knows how long it'll last. It doesn't have that staying power of a YouTube, where the content just stays evergreen, and there's a search algorithm that you can search up how to cook and you'll find stuff. But neither is Instagram technically, and neither is Vine or Snapchat, and yet they're big too. So who knows how long it'll last, but it makes me excited because I think, you know, the next time something big hits, I'll definitely be the first, and I'll make sure to put out epic content on there. But for now, I'm gonna still stick with TikTok. I'm gonna still be posting multiple times a day and see where it goes, at least for the next few months. And you should try it out, you know, dabble around, follow a few people on there yourself.